relatively full circle with what we've been talking about in terms of having a purpose, having a fire, having a belief, and having a vision. Where do you see yourself? Where do you see your brand? Where do you see your freelancing, your time going in the next 5 years? Like in 5 years, where do you want to be?
That's a great question. 5 years, I would say I'd like to be working for a college athletic department, doing kind of what I do now as far as creating content for college athletics, for school and their student athletes. And I say that just because I'm also being reasonable. My ultimate goal, I think I would love to film and photograph with Miami Heat, or even just on a freelance basis around the basketball world. However, I give myself college first because the stuff that I do now wasn't necessarily the stuff I studied for my bachelor's degree.
Mm-hmm.
That was more so on the sports writing side, because I originally thought I wanted to be a sports journalist.
And then stuff like that.
Yeah. So then around 2017 is when I really got into video. I got a lot of really solid experience. It's when I started my job at Harvard. So that's what not only showed me like how much I really enjoyed it, but it really exposed me to like all the stuff that's really out there. And another thing I'm trying to teach myself is to be patient with the process and to enjoy it. So I know that I can't just jump from, doing a graduate assistantship and getting a master's degree to straight pros, when I kind of started in 2017.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean I'm not going to work to those limits or to like try to get to those points. But I also would like to be at the college level because I feel like there's stuff there that I would want to learn before kind of jumping into the pro level and, not giving the full standards that I would want to give.
Yeah.
And meet above expectations. I know there's a lot to learn for me. The technology alone is growing continuously, and the new equipment, it's like, for me, it's beautiful. It's like, oh, what? I can do this now. And like, it's fun, but, it's a matter of being patient and like understanding, like there's a point when I'll be ready for that. So that's why I don't want to necessarily rush it, because I not only want to be qualified, but I want to feel like I'm still learning and growing, but also making content that's suitable for that level.
Yeah, no, that's a really good way to look at it, because a lot of people would just, I heard a quote last night, actually. It alluded to the fact that there's a bunch of people, I think it was Simon Sinek, there's a bunch of people, especially our age, standing in the valley, and we're looking at the peak of the mountain, and we just want to hit the summit. We forget that there's a mountain in between. And the only way you get to the top of a summit, and this is just stuff that I've learned over the years and stuff that I'm actually learning in school and through my studies right now, you can't, your body, if you just got dropped off at the top of the summit, you're dead, right? You're not going to survive. The only way you get there is by adapting to each new level, each new height, and gaining that capacity to actually breathe there. Right. Which is why I think a lot of people will get so overwhelmed when they actually get an opportunity, because they quite literally can't breathe with the opportunity. They can't calm their nervous system down and be confident in the fact that they can move forward with it. They get to that opportunity, they haven't practiced enough, they haven't put themselves in the right shoes to do the job for that, opportunity, and they quite literally cannot calm themselves down.
Right.
They can't breathe. So it's one other thing that we just have to try to make people understand, and I think we are, is there is a process, there is a growth, there is a journey that is 100% necessary. And without it, you're just throwing yourself into the fire.
Yeah, it's going to be unbalanced.
Yeah, exactly.